So, a database is just a collection of information that's designed to be stored for a long time. And throughout this series, we're really just going to be talking about relational databases. And you can just kind of think of a relational database as kind of like an Excel sheet. You know, you have rows and columns with data inside of it. Big websites like Google, Amazon, Facebook, they all have their own databases that are not necessarily relational, but the idea is still the same. And that is, we need to be able to handle large amounts of data, and that can't always be done with one instance of a database. We need to be able to have multiple instances and eventually have them connect to one another. This used to be the way to store just gigabytes of data. Now we can store much more. And this idea is called information integration. And that's basically just the way you go about connecting different instances of a database so they can transmit data to one another in a meaningful way. Now, the reason that large websites have to use their own databases is because relational databases are limited. And that is mainly to do with how many instances they can handle. So, Google, Facebook, Amazon, they all have to create their own database so they can connect more instances to one another and ultimately be able to handle more data. To give you an idea of some of the commercially available relational databases that you may come across, there's MySQL, Microsoft SQL, Oracle, and then also Amazon RDS, which is a little bit different, but I'll explain that later. And basically, what you need to know about these is they all offer different features and they all come at different price points. For example, MySQL probably costs around $2,000, while Oracle costs around $100,000. And basically, MySQL is owned by Oracle, but the difference is Oracle can handle probably upwards of 1,000 instances of the relational database, and MySQL is much more limited in features and how many instances it can host. Also, my professor says that Oracle is objectively the best database you can have, and so take that for what it's worth. He's probably right, but who knows? Amazon RDS can actually host any of the above relational databases. It's just kind of a way to manage and update them, which can be really good for security patches to make sure that you don't miss anything like that, and you basically just have to pay a little more from what I understand. So that's always an option to look at if you're in that position. So this video has already gone on too long. I've been trying to keep these short, but what I'll leave you with is a database is essentially a collection of data, and a database management system is what controls it, and that's what we're going to talk about next.